How's it going, everybody? My name is Kaz and welcome back to Doki Doki Literature Club Plus. So this time I finally went through the Natsuki side, or I just focused everything on Natsuki, and now I have both respect and balance side stories. And I'm so excited to go more into detail with Doki Doki Literature Club after I go through the stories. Cause I finally unlocked male. I don't want to talk about that yet. I want to wait till I unlock more. But I gotta say, so far it seems pretty interesting. Alright, but today we're gonna go through respect with Natsuki and Monika. Alright, without wasting time, let's try and get into it. I hope you're doing well. This game it's so interesting. I don't know why. Okay, it's been several weeks since the club has officially started. Through their initial setbacks, the 3 club members so far, Monika, Sayori, and Yuri, have increased their collective bond within the club. Sayori has partaken in some of Yuri's high fantasy literature, and all 3 of them, led by Sayori, have taken an interest in poetry. And on a day like any other, the 3 find themselves suddenly interrupted by the club room door opening. And in walks a girl none of them have ever seen before. Hi. Okay, wait, how did you... Okay, well, I assume you just saw the flyers. That's so random. I guess, with her, reading anime and manga, whatnot, I didn't think she'd... If anything, the anime club that the MC talked about in the main game. Sayori tugs excitedly at Monika's sleeve. Yuri shifts in her seat and buries her eyes in her book. Are you here for the literature club? Yeah. Yay, that's great. Thanks for stopping by. It's kind of a small club room, so it's really exciting to see new faces. Yeah. Come and sit down somewhere. You could sit next to my desk. Sayori prances over to her desk and presses her palms onto it. Oh, and Yuri can make you some tea. Yuri looks up at Sayori in protest for having drawn attention to her. Natsuki silently glances between everyone, then sits down next to Sayori. Monika follows by sitting nearby. The sudden gathering prompts Yuri to stand up, deciding that standing in the corner and making tea doesn't sound so bad after all. Okay, so I guess they got the whole tea set now. Okay, then how about we all introduce ourselves? Okay. Well, I'm Monika. I'm the one who started the club. I was originally in the debate club, but I really wanted to do something I felt more passionate about, if that makes sense. So I started the literature club as a way for people to express themselves through writing or reading or whatever other kind of literature. I figured it was your club. You have that vibe. Yeah. You look at Monika, or you look at everyone, yeah, you give off a president vibe. I have what vibe? Oh, never mind. I'm not gonna judge people I just met like that. Very adult-like of you. I always judge people so hard. Oh, no you don't, Sayori. Yes, she does. Yuri's deep pan voice carries across the room. Natsuki giggles. I'm Sayori. I just like learning about everyone and making friends. Oh, and I also like poetry. Oh yeah? Very adult-like of you. Is everyone adult-like? I'm an adult. I'm an adult. The sound of Yuri's electric kettle steaming up fills the room. Oh, that's Yuri. Sayori lowers her voice. She's kind of shy, but she's really nice and super smart. She likes big fantasy books and tea, and I love her. Well, I guess that leaves me then. I'm Natsuki. I like listening to music and hanging out downtown and stuff. And my favorite ice cream flavor is strawberry. You give off a strawberry vibe. Oh, let's get ice cream. My favorite flavor is probably cookie dough, or maybe chocolate. It's cookie dough. And Monika's probably vanilla. What the heck? Vanilla and chocolate are good. They're basic, but they're good. I take way too many online quizzes. The ice cream ones are always accurate. What's yours favorite? Natsuki shrugs. Coffee? Probably green tea. Oh yeah, there's green tea ice cream, isn't there? I'm just joking. I have no idea for Yuri. Still, it's pretty chill here. Do you just hang out, or do you actually do club stuff? Well, we do club stuff too. It just hasn't been very constructed yet, since we only have 3 club members. So we kind of just loosely spend our time doing the stuff we like. But I keep thinking it's about time we start with some more structured club activities. It's been a while, but by now since I started the club, so yeah. Well, with that being said, what kind of literature are you into, Natsuki? Anything you'd like the club to get into? Manga. Oh, well, I guess I'm literature. Well, I like manga. Yeah. Manga? Hey, why'd you say it like that? I want to read manga in the club. Wait, hold on a second. That sounds so great. After all I've been doing all this, Yuri returns to to the desk with a tray of teacups, which sets down on an empty desk. After all the deep and immersive reading I've been doing, I wouldn't mind doing something a little more simple. Manga isn't simple. If you think that, you just don't understand the nuance. I didn't mean something simple like that. Well, anyway, putting manga aside, is there any other kind of literature that you're interested in? Well, not really. In that case, have you considered the anime club? Are you serious? I'm not gonna join the anime club. What's wrong with the anime club? It's full of weebs. Weird guys. Come on, is it that big of a deal? Manga's literature, right? I mean, it should be, at least I consider it to. I mean, I guess if you consider the literal definition of literature, then technically, I get it. Look, I'll do whatever club activities you want. Can I please just join? I won't bother anyone. If I can just like keep my manga here and hang out after school, I'll do literally whatever you want me to do. That's fine, right? Yeah, I guess there's nothing wrong with that. Oh my god, thank you. You're the best. I have most of it crammed into my locker, so I'm gonna start getting it, okay? Natsuki stands up, so needs some help. So did you just join to put your manga? I think so. Now I get it. I don't want you to see my locker. How much manga do you have? I mean, you said it fills your locker. If you say so, but there's no way it's worse than mine. Hope we never find out then. Natsuki exits the club room, leaving everyone in silence, save for the sound of Yuri sipping her tea. I'm such a pushover. It's not that bad. Natsuki seems like a lot of fun. Maybe, but I mean, she has like no actual interest in literature, you know? And that's normally fine, but she says she would participate in club activities like it's some kind of obligation. Her tea is going to get cold. Yeah. I mean, she's been drinking that tea. Wait, that's not related. Well, I think everyone deserves a chance, especially if we can bring her happiness. Besides, maybe she'll take a liking to literature. Are you sure you don't just want to read her manga, Sayori? Hey, what do you think I am? Sorry, I don't mean that. I mean her childhood friend likes anime too. I just feel really uneasy about this. Do you have any opinion, Yuri? Not particularly. She said she wasn't going to bother anyone. That includes me, so does that mean I bother you? No, you're a pleasure to be around. Why is that adorable? Friendship. I was just fishing for a compliment. I know, but still, I really think we should give her a chance. Yeah, alright. But I really am gonna start enforcing club activities. I'm willing to cooperate. Suddenly, the three of them hear a thud against the door. What was that? My manga collection! Sayori stands up and walks over to the door, then opens it. Thank you. Carrying 3 boxes of what is presumably manga, Natsuki grunts and wobbles inside before slowly bending over and dropping the stack onto the floor as gently as she can. That's quite a collection. Sayori giggles in excitement while catching her breath. Natsuki replies, "There's still one more box. I can put them away myself. I know how to organize them." Monika anxiously glances between Sayori and Yuri. Is this really okay for the club? Maybe it's what she needs to really kick the club into gear before everyone gets too complacent. It seems like things are finally going to start getting more serious. I mean, they haven't started activities, right? Besides putting flyers up? Yeah. At the next club meeting, Monika is the first to arrive. But ever since Natsuki joined, she feels a lot less relaxed. I mean, you have 4 members now, so you can officially start. Why am I so nervous? Monika paces, trying to figure out her feelings. Natsuki says she wasn't going to bother anyone, so why does it feel like the atmosphere has changed so much? While Monika thinks, the club door opens, revealing Natsuki carrying a box. You brought more? Monika forces a smile as Natsuki makes her way to the closet. Natsuki forces one in return. Need help? No, I got it. Monika awkwardly tries to start some kind of conversation, but fails. Curious, she peeks into the closet where Natsuki's stashing all of her manga. Once dull with school supply, the shelves are now vibrant with bright colors and cute-looking artwork. You know, the top shelf is pretty empty. Maybe we can keep it up there. But I can't reach. Oh yeah, I can't reach up there. That would be so inconvenient. Yeah, but Monika sighs. The teachers are going to ask what all this manga is doing in here, and I have to tell them it's for the literature club. So, I mean, it's books. Technically. Monika backs off and slumps into a desk. With this kind of tension, it feels like the relaxed atmosphere accumulated over the past few weeks is being stuck right out of the room. Good afternoon. Sayori spins into the club room. Oh, I see someone's in a good mood. Yeah, because I have this. Or brandishes a cookie wrapped in plastic. I found some money and got a cut. Where'd you find it? Under the vending machine? Oh, that's so pretty. As Sayori trots over to the closet, the colorful shelves catch her eye. So it really catches your attention. Which one do I start with? Well, you can start by giving me a bite of that cookie. No way, I saved all my luck to find that money. If you want entry into my kingdom, you need to pay the tax, peasant. They actually called her a peasant. Boo. Defeated, Sayori unwraps her cookie and breaks off a piece for Natsuki. Then Yuri silently walks into the club room. Monika glances at her with pleading eyes. Yuri returns a quick nod of understanding. Well, everyone's here now. Despite the club only having one more person than before, it somehow feels twice as lively. Okay, so I think today we should go over some potential club activities and see which ones we want to do first. We have 4 members now, so it would be great if we found some stuff to do as a group. Does that sound good to everyone? I agree. Oh, wait, when did you come in? Okay, did I just not pay attention? Okay, so I have some ideas of my own, but I want to hear your ideas too. Well, I've been having a lot of fun learning about everyone else's interests. Maybe we could give each person a day to share their favorite kind of literature with everyone else. Maybe. Something tells me that. Monika glances at Yuri and Natsuki, who both appear very unwilling to even consider each other's interests. Maybe we could try to come up with something that everyone can enjoy equally. Okay, so they both didn't really have a good start with the relationship, huh? Yuri and Natsuki. You know, like we all vote on a book to read or something like that. I think we should all collectively try to expand our interests rather than just stick to the things we're familiar with. Why does it feel like I'm being targeted here? One likes horror, fantasy, whatnot. One likes manga, fantasy, whatnot, and also cute things. Not really sure what Monika likes. Debate stuff, just whatever's interesting. Sayori, she's just there. She gets into whatever. Natsuki, didn't you say that you would go along with whatever the club wanted to do? Well, yeah, but that doesn't mean it make it okay for you to ignore everyone else's preferences. She says that in the main game too. I like Sayori's suggestion. Yeah, me too. Yeah, but Monika's voice trails off. Although she let Natsuki join the club, Monika finds it incredibly difficult to relent to her demands. Natsuki doesn't respect the club. Why should Monika have to yield to Natsuki's opinions on anything? Natsuki, are you sure that you don't have any other literature interests you could share with the club? I swear I don't mind if you keep your manga in here, but Natsuki cuts Monika off by suddenly standing up. Well, it's obvious that I'm not wanted here, so I'm just going to leave. But I really would have appreciated you being more upfront about it. Okay, I think you're kind of jumping to conclusions here, but you're free to do whatever you want. I mean, she already put all her manga there. Natsuki shoots Monika a quick glance before walking straight out of the room. Oh no. Sayori runs after her, leaving just Monika and Yuri. For the second time today, Monika slumps down into a desk. Why am I such a jerk? No, she's a jerk. She's just making me feel this way. Monika looks up at Yuri, seeking affirmation. Yuri looks away. She probably just went around looking for the smallest club so she could find so that she doesn't have to participate. How does she expect me to give her respect when she has no respect for the club? Am I wrong, Yuri? I mean, in a way, you're not really giving her manga literature a chance. So, I'm not good at these things. Monika sighs. Me neither. I just have no idea what to do. I don't want to hurt anyone, but I feel like I am not wrong to enforce the club vision. You know, like, people should join because they want to express their passion for literature, or at least develop it. So maybe she's just not a good fit for the club after all. Monika sits in silence, afraid to accept her tentative conclusion. Yuri looks tense, but she doesn't seem to want to add anything. You can, sorry. You can go back to reading. I know this doesn't concern you. It does. It does how? Well, I just can't comfortably read in an atmosphere where the peace has been disturbed. Oh, well great, I'm just ruining the whole club then. That's not an accurate conclusion to make. I know, I'm sorry. I'm just kind of voicing my frustration, I guess guilt? It's like my frustration wants to blame her, but my guilt wants to blame me. Ugh, why is it the hardest to be rational during the times you need it most? I don't think you're being irrational, I think Natsuki is. She has no authority to walk in here and make demands of the club, your club. Something as ridiculous as manga has no place here. The fact that you're even storing it for her should make her completely in debt to you. Okay, in my eyes, I see it as both faults. It doesn't seem like Monika wants to really learn the literature of manga. Natsuki doesn't want to like learn the other like literature stuff. I think she just more wants to focus on her manga, which of course this is a literature club. So Natsuki is just kind of wanting her manga there. Monika wants the literature club to be literature, but she's not giving the manga a chance. Well, you're right, but I don't know. It's just kind of harsh to say things that's ridiculous and it has no place here. Do you not feel the same way? You've been doing everything you can to avoid associating the club with it, so I assumed you felt the same way about it. That's not true. Well, recalling her confrontation with Natsuki, a realization starts to set in. You may be right. I mean, if it was anything besides manga, would I really be acting like this? Maybe I've just been convincing myself that it has nothing to do with the manga. I'm really upset that I would let myself do that. With a sigh, Monika walks over to the closet. She finds herself staring at the colorful shelves. It's just, this really wasn't what I had in mind for a club about literature. To be fair, there's like, what, no other books besides all the manga in there. So when you see that all the books there are just manga, it makes you not think that it's literature, but just a manga anime club. I guess they just gotta start adding more books. There shouldn't be anything wrong with that. Monika starts defending her position once again. It's a complicated issue that Monika had failed to consider before now. Where's the line even draw at what's considered literature? Austin thought. She reaches into one of the larger box sets and pulls out a volume, inspecting it for no particular reason. The cover features 4 girls striking cute and exaggerated poses, all dressed in short skirts. Oh, my type of manga. Yeah, I mean, amused by the absurdity of the cover, Monika opens the book. Oh, so you've never read manga before? I don't know why, you seem like you would. Alright, now we got Respect Part 2. Alright, let's go! Is it gonna be silent? Are we starting off with silence? Okay, yeah, no background. Oh, never mind. This sucks. Why is Monika such a jerk? She should be grateful that I even joined her stupid club. It's not like she could find any member. Oh, wow. Monika's usually really nice. She cares so much about everyone in the club being happy. Yeah, right. Well, she usually does. Maybe she's just not busy being so judgmental. So what if I'm into manga? Why can't just one person accept that instead of being so condescending about it? I accept it. I think it's cute. Oh, come on, that's condescending too. I'm sorry, I didn't mean it like that. I just want to support you. Natsuki sighs. I know, thanks. It just really sucks. Do you want me to talk to Monika? I don't know. It's not like it's gonna change her opinion on me. Like, even if you were to convince her to back off, that wouldn't suddenly make me feel like I'm actually welcome in the club. I should just find another club. But you don't have to do that. We can figure this out, please. I mean, I'm the vice president, or at least I think I am. I don't want you to leave. Everyone deserves to feel welcome and to be happy. So I want to make that happen for you. I was wondering, what was the reason that you decided to join the literature club? Well, Natsuki hesitates. My manga? It's kind of dumb. Oh, don't say that. There's no such thing as a dumb reason when everyone is welcome. I wasn't welcome. You were to me, so just don't tell anyone, okay? Especially Monika, I promise. Natsuki says, I'm assuming you're not allowed to keep your manga in your house because in the main game said something about your dad would beat the shit out of you. I'm just tired of everyone judging me all the time. I can't enjoy any of the stuff I'm into without people making snotty comments about it. That reminds me of the early 2000s. If you were into anime, you would be made fun of. I mean, now everyone just praises anime. But you know, back in my day, just talking about anime, people were like, you're such a kid. How could you like anime? Naruto, you're such a nerd. Now look, you look at things like Dragon Ball Z and everyone's so motivated to like work out or something. I don't know, or My Hero nowadays. I don't know. Not that I care about what anyone else thinks. But you know, the signs of the literature club say that you can be yourself or whatever, so I decided it was at least worth a shot. But that was a lie, apparently. Natsuki dejectedly kicks the toe of her shoe against the wall. Oh, and I like writing too. Really? How come you didn't say that to Monika? Because she was being so judgmental that I didn't just want to tell her something she wanted to hear. She didn't deserve that kind of satisfaction. Okay, to be fair, you didn't have a chance either. And if she knew I was into writing, then she would just be more like everyone else and try to push me away from my manga in favor of the more mature thing. The two of them remain silent for a while. Sayori understands that it's out of the question for Natsuki to return to the club room for today, or at least, but Natsuki has a reason for wanting to join the club just like everyone else. It's part of the club vision for her to be welcome. You deserve to express yourself as much as everyone else does. That's supposed to be what the club is for, so I'm going to do everything I can to fix this. I promise. She's a real one. She may be vice president, but she's working hard. Just like Monika, the president. It's lunchtime the next day. The cafeteria and hallways are bustling with students rushing to meet with their friends and make the most out of their limited break time. The good old high school days. Where could she be? Among them is Monika, who always eats lunch in the classroom, but she has some additional business today. Fearing Natsuki would avoid coming to the club, Monika decided to try to find her during lunch so that she can make amends. Maybe you can find her locking up. After searching for an extensive time, Monika finally spots her. She's in the clubroom this whole time. Despite her short stature, Natsuki's bright hair helps her stand out from the crowd. Oh gosh. Suddenly feeling awkward, Monika is afraid to get closer. Natsuki is with some friends who Monika doesn't recognize, and they're all energetically chatting together. It would be really tactless to just interrupt them. Oh, wow, look at that new figure. I wonder if we'll learn about them. Oh yeah, did you end up joining the literature club or what? Huh? Of course I joined. Why wouldn't I? I told you she would join. Come on, you know she would only join because she wouldn't stop giving her crap about the anime club. Told you, I never even wanted to join that stupid club. Oh sure, are you on your phone? What is... Okay, well you have to give her some credit for at least making an effort to finally grow past that trash. Trash? Excuse me, well let me tell you about my anime list. I have watched over 300 different shows. True, well congrats on finally graduating middle school, Natsuki. We're proud of you. Shut up, just let me do my thing. I'm just joking, you know we love you. Yeah, once the literature club makes you a famous writer, we'll be the first ones to buy your book. What, you're gonna buy her smutty fan fiction? Okay, that's messed up. Hey, support your friends. Well, obviously I wanted a signed copy. That was like years ago. You don't think I've grown out of it by now? I told you I was joking. Besides, it's a good reminder of how far you've come since then. Not to mention you couldn't have done it without us, then give us a pass to joke about it. They really gotta read the room of when to tell jokes, because you could tell Natsuki is not finding it as a joke, so you probably shouldn't joke about that anymore. If they laugh it off or like play along with it, then sure, you know, that's kind of a sign like you can keep joking about it and they're not like offended by it. Clearly tell that she is offended. Yeah, sure. They grow up so fast it brings a tear to my eye. Natsuki suddenly glances in Monika's direction, prompting Monika to quickly turn away and distance herself. Oof. What the heck? That was horrible. I should have said something to defend her. Why do I have to be so conflict avoidant? Not that I deserve to say anything. It's hardly better than them, after the way I treated her. Ugh, I'm so awful. I'm not doing anything right. At least you're like accepting her compared to her friends who were just joking. After school ends, Monika distractedly makes her way to the club room. She finds Yuri already inside, eyes on the book as usual. Monika picks a desk and slumps into it, something she seems to be doing rather often lately. I don't think I could be club president. I suck at handling anything that doesn't go like exactly my way. Yuri looks up from her book. It's like the literature club is a place where you get to express yourself, unless it's in a way that I don't like. I'm so mad at myself. Hey, Yuri may be alone a lot of the time, but she could be a good listener, someone you can vent to. That's a pretty nice person to have. I'm especially mad that I didn't have the self-reflection skill to realize what I was doing. So much for maturity. Sorry, I really shouldn't be complaining out loud like this. There's just like a lot on my mind. No. I enjoy listening. Really? See, like, sometimes you just need a listener, even if you don't want, like, opinions. Like, a listener can be someone great to have by your side. And if you do want an opinion, you know, the listener, just tell them, like, what do you think? Why? Yuri shrugs. It just makes me feel nice. Oh, well, okay, I guess I'll just continue then. Like, it shows that you trust them, but it's a pretty nice feeling. Yuri nods. Yeah. Well, Natsuki has kind of a blunt attitude, you know? Made me feel like she wasn't taking the club seriously. I couldn't even figure out why she wanted to join. I wonder what made her change compared to when the MC joined. I saw her friends talking to her in the hallway during lunch. They were just so mean to her, telling her to grow up and stuff like that, that the literature club would help her grow out of her manga. It just made me so mad, like, just let her enjoy it. It makes her so happy. Why are you trying to take that away from her? And when I had that thought, it was when I came to the realization that I was kind of doing the same thing, just in a roundabout way. I should have made her feel good about being passionate about something, but I just dismissed it. No, I was actually trying to avoid acknowledging it at all. I even did that with you, Yuri, when you first joined the club. You did? Yeah, I remember. Fantasy isn't really my thing, so I was kind of trying to dismiss it, but then Sayori jumped in and took over the conversation. I should have reflected on that, but I didn't, because I just let Sayori handle it instead. And now I'm repeating the same mistake, except I really hurt someone this time. Monika shakes her head. I'm so tired of being afraid of things I'm not comfortable with. I'm so stupid. Like, I can just picture how much joy it would bring Natsuki if I let her share her passion a little. I'm so angry that her friends were treating her like that. I'm going to get them back for it. Get them back? Yeah, we're gonna put like a water bucket on top of the door, and when they open it, it just falls on their head. Wait, they have sliding doors. Yeah, I'll get them back by making sure that this is the literature club that Natsuki wants, not the one that they want. Suddenly, Sayori bursts open through the door, making Monika and Yuri jump. With a rare stern face, she marches over to Monika's desk and sits down next to her. I'm having an intervention. I can do that because I'm vice president. Is this about Natsuki? Yes. Yeah, I know. I messed up. I'm super sorry. I was just talking to Yuri about it. Really? I was so dismissive of her passion that she felt threatened and probably just unwelcomed. Literally the opposite of what the Glitter Club is supposed to be. I really need to make it up to her. Oh. Yay, I did it. You did nothing. Thanks for the intervention, Sayori. I'm glad we're on the same page. Friendship wins again. So how do you want to make up for her? I have a plan. Sorry, do you know if Natsuki's coming to the club meeting today? I don't think she is. I see. Monika was afraid of that, not because of her plan, but because she's facing the consequences of damage that she advertently caused. God. But the only way to do the right thing is to face it head on. It's so easy to just duck away from conflict and wait for it to blow over. But that's enough. To truly respect someone's feelings after you've hurt them is to face them and admit your wrongdoing. Not the wrongdoing of mismanaging the club, but the wrongdoing of disrespecting Natsuki's feelings. Okay, do you think you can get her to come to the club meeting tomorrow? I can do that. Okay, awesome. You don't have to worry about anything, but thank you for being my friend. You're a good listener. Fidgeting with her hair, Yer turns away to hide her smile. I can imagine her just playing with her hair, just like twirling or twirling her hair. Well, I guess for today, it's going to be a pretty quiet club meeting. I'm going to step out for a bit. Is that okay? Yeah, I'm just gonna read with Yuri. Hey, is this one of Natsuki's books? How come it's out here? Sayori picks up a manga that was resting on an adjacent desk. Is it the one that you had? Natsuki probably just left it out by accident. But I thought she hasn't been coming to the club. Actually, Monika's been... Okay, Yuri, I'm sure it was just someone else who was using this club room then, okay? Monika smiles at them both. Then with a wave, she exits the club room. Yo, I don't think that's something to hide, but... I really shouldn't have left that out. If Sayori catches on, she'll definitely tell Natsuki, and that would get really awkward. I mean, she'd be really happy, wouldn't she? Both of them. Now, I wonder if there's a keyboard I could borrow from the music room. Wait, keyboard? Why? Are you gonna play a song? Every day, I imagine a world where I could be with you. The time for the next club meeting has already arrived. Monika and Yuri are the first to arrive. I'm so worried. Do you think Sayori is going to be able to bring Natsuki? Yes. How do you know? Yes. Well, she's Sayori. You know, you're right. Time slowly passes. Monika sits and stands up to pace around, then sits again. Yuri's eyes don't move from her book. Then the door finally opens. Sayori marches in. Behind her, Natsuki shuffles inside, nervously looking around the room. We're here! Welcome back. Monika, the club president, stands up and greets them with a smile. Sayori picks a desk and takes a seat. Natsuki sits closely next to her. Well, this is great. Looking back and forth between the club members, Monika is struck with a nostalgic feeling. You're gonna shit on her now? She would stand at the front of the club room just like this, struggling to picture just who may eventually be sitting before her. But imagination was never enough to predict just how unique and diverse each member was. Each with her own struggles, her own reason for seeking the visions that Monika had admittedly so vaguely advertised. Seeking truth, understanding, respect. Is that that's what we're going through. Side stories. What new lessons will the future hold for the literature club? Is she playing now? Realizing she's getting ahead of herself, Monika takes a deep breath and turns to the present. I like this music, it's new. Okay everyone, the literature club is starting. We have an activity planned for today. Monika turns around to face the chalkboard. On it she writes manga in big letters. Today we're going to learn from an expert about a unique form of literature, manga. Oh come on, isn't this kind of forced? I know you don't actually want to do this, so just... Monika shakes her head. Natsuki, this is the hardest part. After making it this far, it'd be so easy to just smile and move on. But that's not enough. Not this time. I'm sorry. It was wrong of me not to take you seriously when you were kind enough to show interest in my club. I thought about it and I realized how biased I was against manga. It caused me to disrespect you, and I'm sorry. But I think you deserve to be able to share your passion with us. So can I make it up to you? Well, thanks, but I know you're only doing this because Sayori told you. Wait, that's not true. Monika planned this all by herself. I didn't even get a chance to talk to her. I was witness to that as well. Is it kind of biased because of the club members? But I mean, this is the literature club. The literature club is a place where everyone gets to be themselves. We all have our own interests and our differences. It's my vision to let us freely express that, and it's my goal to respect everyone from them. So I just want to learn about the things that make you happy. I think that you deserve to share that joy as much as everyone else does. Is that okay? Natsuki looks away and hesitates, but it's really dumb, the stuff I'm into. Monica smiles. See, I felt that when I got into anime, and now I don't give a fuck. She kneels in front of Natsuki's desk, looking her straight in the eye. If you like it, then it's not dumb. Oh, except for me. Sorry, you're not dumb either. Okay. What the heck? You guys are so weird. Fine, I'll show you some of my manga. Only because you admitted that it's literature after all. Are we gonna watch manga? I only said that to piss you off. Okay, Natsuki stands up. Oh yeah, I didn't say this before, but I'm actually into writing too. I'm kind of a pro. But I didn't want you to like me just for that. Wow, really? I really did have you all wrong, Natsuki. Hey, now they all write poems. Yeah, whatever. Today's not about that anyway, right? It's about manga, so I hope you're ready. Aw, they got to talk about manga. A week has passed since Natsuki returned to the literature club. Since then, the club activities have been in full swing. So why did Monika need a keyboard? Like, what did that have to do with any? Each club member had received a day in the spotlight to share all of their favorite kinds of literature with each other. As another meeting draws to a close, Monika approaches Natsuki on the way out. Natsuki, are you in a hurry home or anything? Me? Not particularly. Why? Oh, there was just something that I wanted to show you if you had a few minutes. Okay, maybe this is what... Okay, sure, what is it? It's not in here. Can you follow me to the music room? Music room? Why? Well, you'll see. Okay, this is... Okay, yeah. Oh, this is the music room? It's so colorful. It's nice. You know, I was thinking back. When the club was just me and Sayori, we would talk about how we envisioned the club to turn out. We cared a lot about it being a place where people could express themselves. And she said something strange to me. She said that I was trying to make the club that I needed myself more than anyone. But I think it wasn't until you joined that I fully understood that. Because you really taught me a lot about myself. Like, things that I was probably always too stubborn to admit. Oh, come on, you can't mean that. I didn't even do anything. I just like brought a bunch of manga, and then I got fussy when I didn't have my way. It was really stupid of me to make such a big deal out of it. No, I honestly needed it. If you didn't express that you were hurt, I would never have realized that I did something wrong. Besides, your feelings are valid. It's valid! Okay, they deserve to be heard and respected. It's just really hard to feel that way sometimes. You know, like, I really shouldn't care about what other people think if it's the first place. When you're just criticized by everyone around you for being a certain way, it can get really hard to just brush it off. Makes me start to feel like I'm the problem. Like I'm not doing enough to please everyone else. Am I being too entitled if I just want people to like me without me having to hide a bunch of stuff about myself? I don't think I am. I just wish that sometimes people would try to appreciate me for who I actually am. As Monika listens, she recalls vividly how Natsuki's friends were treating her and how naturally they did so. How long has she been fighting against that, refusing to change for others? I can only wish I was as strong as you are, Natsuki. You're so honest with yourself. I'm like always trying to come off as perfect for other people. Anytime there's like a hint of contention, I just crumble. But it's thanks to you that I really started thinking about this stuff. You really inspired me to start working on it. But, well, like I said, I didn't even do anything. You were just being yourself. That's all you needed to do. Also, there's something else. Monika takes a deep breath. The thing is, I might have read a little bit of your manga. Wait, what? If you filled the entire shelf with manga, you cannot expect someone to not read it if they're using the club. What the heck? Why didn't you tell me? I'm sorry. I think I just felt like kind of embarrassed to admit it after I gave you such a hard time about it. I can't believe you, of all people, were reading manga behind my back. That's so funny. Yeah, well, I just flipped through one of them out of curiosity, but I ended up reading a whole bunch of it. Which one? The one with the short skirts? But I mean, one of the characters was in a literature club. What are the chances, right? You're reading Parfait Girls? Wow, you have good taste. Just one volume, and I kind of just picked it out randomly. Well, you have good intuition then. You have to tell me all your favorite parts. Is this gonna be a Yuri and Sayori thing all over again? Well, I think it was kind of a weird fate, because the characters isn't just in a literature club, she also plays piano. It's just weird because I've always wanted to learn the piano. She was like the perfect person that I always wish I was. If I just did what I wanted instead of always second guessing myself. You should read your lie in April. I'm sure there's a manga, right? Okay, I'm sorry, I'm an anime watcher. Are you gonna play the piano? Monika walks over to the piano and sits down. There's no way, like, if you have no experience with the piano, that you know how to play the damn piano. I like this art. It looks really nice. Okay, I always feel like I should only share the absolute best parts of myself. The parts that will impress people or make them like me more. After you joined the club, I really realized how self-destructive that mentality is. We share things because we want to express ourselves. Sharing experiences allows us to share emotions. And I just felt like I wanted to show you this, because if it wasn't for you, I never would have started playing. Hey, I think the credit for that one goes to Parfait Girls, not me. No. Well, maybe it's true that Parfait Girls put that thought into my head, but it was still you who inspired me to keep practicing every day. Every day. I imagine a world where I could be with you. Because, you know, you just make me feel like if I wanted to do something, I should just do it. I mean, I still haven't been practicing for very long, and I'm really not any good at it yet, like, at all. But I wrote a song for the club, and I worked really hard. It doesn't have any words or anything, but, well, yeah. Ooh, what are you playing? Okay. Okay. I could play a little bit of the piano myself. I could play the Simpsons theme song on the piano. I learned that when I was a kid. See, I'm a keeper. I also learned a couple months back how to play the Giorno theme from JoJo. I forgot how to. But I think if I pick it up again, maybe I can remember. I think that's it. I think a little bit of Bluebird from Naruto. I could play a little bit of that too. That's it. I think I tried to learn the Mario theme, then I gave up. I should pick it back up now. Look at them. I'm assuming these are just, you know, kind of flashbacks of how the literature club started, because, you know, now they got all 4 members and how they're just having fun and dandy. The week that went by. I'm assuming this is the next story, Natsuki and Sayori, I think. Maybe it'll be Yuri. Wait, what? There's all this drama. Man, I'm starting to have all sorts of feelings right now. They're all looking in my direction. Oh no! Oh, look at them. They're all happy. And then there's me. Really polite how she stayed silent the whole time and just listened. That's all. Oh, there's a microphone back there. That was good. It was? Yeah, are you kidding? You're like already a pro. Not even close. Wait, you practiced, right? There's no way you just picked it up and knew how to play immediately. That song have a name? You said it was about the club, so yeah. It's called My Song, Your Note, because everyone brings something so unique to the club. It's completely different from how I first imagined it, I think. But I was like such a selfish perfectionist. It shouldn't be about me, it should be about everyone else. And it's all of you who helped shape the club into what it is. I would never change that. Well, I think that's really thoughtful and kind of flattering. I kind of feel like I don't deserve this much validation. She's valid! I wasn't exactly very patient either when I first joined the club. It makes me feel like I should probably apologize too. I think I was just really fed up with a lot of things, and I got frustrated after not getting my way in the club. So yeah, I really didn't mean it to take it out on you. I was being really immature. If you get my stubborn butt to apologize, I guess you're doing something right. It's fine, I'm past it too. I think we're already even. But it's really sweet that you were thinking about it. It takes a lot of maturity to reflect on that kind of thing. It really is. Well, I wonder who I got it from. Oh, never mind. Anyway, we're even as long as you keep my manga in the classroom. You did admit that it's a form of literature. You totally can't take that back now. You got me, the closet's all yours. Hehehehe. I'll tell you what, I'll bring in a little something for the club tomorrow. I want to do something nicer in turn. It's cupcakes, isn't it? What kind of little something? Oh, you'll see. Store-bought cupcakes? Huh? But I don't think you'll be disappointed. Probably one of those quickly making yourself cupcakes where you just add in water, mix it together, put it in the oven. That doesn't count. I don't count those type of cupcakes. The next club meeting ends up being a particularly tasty one. Store-bought. It gotta be store-bought. Oh, I got more mail. Oh, I cannot read to read these later. Oh, it's big, it's so silent. Alright, I'm gonna have to end off this video here. So much I want to explore, but I want to finish the side stories, so like no spoilers after the game came out just for a couple days. Thank you so much for watching this video of Doki Doki Literature Club Plus. If you guys enjoyed, why not leave a like, comment, and subscribe. And if you want to join, I have a Discord at the bottom of the description. But thank you so much for watching. My name's Kaz. Hope you all have a fantastic day, and I will see you guys all again in the very next video. Goodbye.